There is unfortunately a lot of violence in the news. So how do you talk to your kids about the violence? If you have any questions or if they have any questions. This morning, Rhonda Bryhn is here to explain how to start that conversation. Good morning, Rhonda. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Amy. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah. You know, it's one thing when it's a fictional movie that you can say, oh, they're just pretending. But what do you say to your kids when they're watching things, you know, the news out of Libya, out of Arizona? How do you start that conversation?
Well, these are really important conversations to have with kids if and when they're ready. And oftentimes kids tell us they're ready to talk by asking us questions. And there are a few things to keep in mind when talking to your kids. One, keep it simple. Oftentimes adults overload kids with too much information or detail, more than they need. So just pay attention to the questions your kids are actually asking. Be honest. Don't make stuff up. Kids have a way of figuring that out. And make only promises that you can realistically make. And the third thing is reassure. Oftentimes kids ask a lot of questions about what they see or hear when they're feeling confused or anxious. So remind your child of all the ways that you, your community, the schools, the nation, and even the world are working to keep him or her safe.
What if they bring up their questions to a teacher? How should the teacher handle that?
Well, most teachers are prepared to work with the students about those topics. Sometimes they even introduce them in school, and that's good. It always works best, though, if you can kind of coordinate information between home and school. And if your child seems particularly distressed at home, it might be good to alert your teacher about that.
When is it time to reach out for help? I mean, do some kids even have nightmares over this, and is that it, or are there signs before that that you know it's time to maybe ask for someone like your help? Well,
kids don't always come to us with using words to tell us they're stressed. But like you said, it's often in their behavior. They might have difficulty sleeping, nightmares, changes in eating patterns. You might notice changes in their behavior. They might start withdrawing from the family or friends. They might seem kind of preoccupied with violence or thoughts of death, or even just complain a lot about headaches or stomach aches.
All right. Well,
none of these.
Go ahead. I was just going to thank you. We're running out of time here, so thank you for giving us a couple of examples of when you need to reach out to maybe a family physician. Thank you for the tips. It's a topic at hand in a lot of kitchen tables right now, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.